My friends, we have a bombshell news report, a whistleblower, a CIA whistleblower dropping hard evidence that implicates Biden, Obama, Hillary, Brennan, that they actually executed SEAL Team 6 and covered it up, and there is audio, video, and documentary proof. Now, before I get into this, if you're new here, go ahead and tap that red button down below to subscribe, then hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when the latest news breaks. Now, Anna Kate, she'll be joining me in just a moment. She tweeted out yesterday, and now the story is going viral across the web. She said, breaking, Alan Perot, CIA whistleblower, tells Charles Woods, the father of Tyrone Woods, who was killed in Benghazi, that Obama and Biden sent $152 billion as a cover-up for the deaths of SEAL Team 6. Allen said all of the proof will come out, documents and audio. Now, I'm going to play you the video that's attached here, okay, video of the whistleblower's own words. But first, let's get some background. Carrie Donovan from DJHJ Media reports that the full interview of the CIA whistleblower interviewed by Charles Woods and Nicholas No surfaced on Sunday, where the three talk about the blackmail extortion of $152 billion sent to Iran to cover up the deaths of SEAL Team 6 by the Obama administration. Perot has extensive experience with the intelligence community, and he's planning on releasing the documents this week on what he said are going to uncover numerous crime sprees. Now, I personally have confirmation that the whistleblower evidence is now in the hands of a member of Congress with the means to take action. And Perot said of the evidence, a heavy price has been paid for what we are uncovering, and millions of people want to see the truth has to come out. Yes, the truth has to come out. Let's take a look now at the whistleblower before we get to Anna. We'll be right back with Anna after this.
You'd think you'd know not to lie about something so obvious. He said it was a Muslim burial at sea. Nonsense. And so this big lie that you see, Biden, Hillary, and Clinton worked this agreement with Iran. They trusted Iran to move bin Laden to Pakistan. He did. He was there. But then they trusted Iran to keep him there. They moved him out back to Iran. And then the communication from Iran to Obama was, hey, we got your neck in a noose. Give us all this money. $152 billion. $2 billion on an airplane pallet was paid out for the secrets I wish to reveal now and to the president under the terms of misprision and treason. That is to say, this is a secret. These are secrets worth $152 billion paid by President Obama. And Vice President Biden paid with the blood of SEAL Team 6 when he had them killed.
So it's blackmail and extortion then.
Blackmail and extortion.
Now,
Iran commandeered.
You have the documents to
yes.
This.
Yes.
Now,
Iran. Yes, sir.
Well, I was going to ask you, if you have those documents, are you willing to personally deliver those to President Trump if he were to provide the transportation and the guarantee of safety for you to do that?
Well, I'm not concerned about safety. There's always an invisible hand that protects us, and we're on the winning team. America's on the winning team.
Not one sparrow falls to the ground outside of God's will.
Yes. It would be my pleasure and my honor to bring this material to President Trump. There's a massive amount, terabytes, documents, video, audio. It needs to go to the president.
I will do everything that I can to get this video.
And now joining me is Anna Kate. Anna has personally seen and heard the evidence firsthand. She was there when the information was transferred to a person of influence in the United States government. Anna, break this all down for us. This is huge news. What are the implications for Obama, Hillary, Brennan? What did you hear on those audio recordings?
First of all, thank you, Gary, for having me on. I want to say this is the most explosive information that Americans and the entire world will ever hear. I have to say, these men are heroes. Alan, Charles, Nick, they are American heroes. It's an honor to even be a part of this. I was not expecting this at all. I was attending American Priority Conference in Florida. We're at Trump Doral, and they were the last ones to speak. Save the best for last, because shockingly, they gave this presentation, dropped this Benghazi bombshell on all of our heads, and we're all wondering what in the world just happened. I came up to honor these wonderful men. They're Christian men. They're spirit-filled men. As a Christian, I wanted to honor them as American patriots and heroes. And they basically said, "Hey, we need someone to help release this right now. Would you help us?" And so I jumped on the bandwagon. We got to my room right away, put the stuff out there. They showed me a lot of the documents. I heard the audios. I heard even more audios this morning. Gary, it is explosive. The audios that they have, I can't mention some of the names, but I'll tell you the biggest names in intelligence, the biggest names in the Obama administration, Brennan, Clinton. There's so much. It ties into Joe Biden. There is so much here. What this administration has done is absolute treason. Now, we all know, and not all of us actually in America are aware, that something was wrong with Benghazi. Okay, there were red flags there, and there was big red flags with SEAL Team 6 who took out Osama bin Laden. It was interesting timing right before Obama's reelection, how this bin Laden raid happened. But turns out that all of these stories, they're all linked together. This is the best kept secret in this country until now. It is time to come forward, and I'm so blessed that this man, Alan, who has an extensive history in the Middle East, over 20 years working intelligence in the Middle East, who, regrets some of the things that he has done, but has come forward as a Christian saying it's time to release this information. He has thousands of files, thousands of documents that are in the hands of these whistleblowers. So it's a team effort, and a lot of media sources have this information. As you have said, a congressperson has received this disc last night. I was there. It happened right in front of me. We're about to see some explosive things surface. I'll tell you a little quick preview of what it's about. Obviously, you have Nick No, who is a Benghazi whistleblower who reached out to Charles Woods after his son died in Benghazi. He was a sniper up on the roof in Benghazi. His father, Charles Woods, never knew what happened to Tyrone Woods. He was lied to by the Obama administration, telling them that they have done everything that they could to protect those men, which was a bold-faced lie. They did not. And Charles Woods explains it in his presentation, which is up on my YouTube if you want to see the entire presentation. He explained what Obama wrote him a 3-sentence letter, Gary, a 3-sentence letter completely lying to him. And what happened was, after Charles went on different interviews and it went viral, there were intelligence people that reached out to Charles and said, that is not what happened. You were lied to. This is what happened. Benghazi, Hillary Clinton and the Obama administration, they were sending weapons, Stinger missiles from Libya to Syria, and it was going through Benghazi. And they allowed all those men to be taken out because of what they knew. And he also found out, in addition to that, which is insane, he found out more information about the SEAL Team 6 with Osama bin Laden, which is what is all of this is coming out. It's all connected together.
So from what I've been able to gather so far, listening to the whistleblower himself, looking over the different articles that have already been published, in conversations with people, with yourself, other sources, what I'm able to gather here is that the entire operation to take out Osama bin Laden was orchestrated with Hillary Clinton. So Hillary Clinton goes off. She sends out SEAL Team 6. They don't tell Obama. They say, Obama, you're going to have to deal with this, because they've been hiding Osama bin Laden in Iran. And apparently, I mean, even CBS News punted the story back.
And Iran knew about it.
And Iran knew about it. They were hiding him there. Back in 2010, CBS News punted a story because they thought it would be harmful to Barack Obama. So it was actually known, but they dropped the ball. So what ends up happening is you have the SEAL Team 6 goes in, Hillary orders the hit, and then Iran sends Osama bin Laden down to that hideout where he was supposedly hiding, but then they switch him out last minute.
Yes.
SEAL Team 6 goes in there, and they kill the decoy. And now they go up in the air, they finish their mission, but now they all know that they didn't kill Osama bin Laden, but America, everyone's celebrating in front of the White House that very moment. So now you've got a serious problem on your hands, and Iran says, guess what? We're going to tell the world that you lied to your people unless you send us the money. Is that basically what we're talking about in a nutshell here?
In a nutshell, that's exactly what happened. And the implications of this, you know, the administration in cohorts with Iran protecting bin Laden. And I have to say, I just heard the audio clip this morning of a congressman, he will be named, I won't name his name right now, who is not a good guy, who is on these audio tapes with Allen talking about, well, let's hold off killing Osama bin Laden until the time is right so we can use him as a trophy. The word trophy wasn't used.
You heard a congressman say that?
Yes, I did. I heard it. I don't have the file. They have it. It's being released. It's given to the congressman last night. Media has it as well. They're hopefully soon they'll release it. But I heard this. I heard that on the audio that they said, hold Osama until we're ready. And then what happened was Iran, last second, like you were saying, last minute, decided to take Osama out. And so there was a decoy, a double, whatever it was. When the SEAL Team 6 team came in to kill Osama, they had direct orders not to take the body back home. You saw with Saddam Hussein, it was all over the place. You know, his pictures were everywhere. They took the body, they did a DNA test, confirmed it was Saddam Hussein. But with bin Laden, it was never happened. It never happened. They told them to basically throw his body parts over the mountains, which in the news media, they said it wasn't, they dropped his body in the water, which by the way is haram, which Allen explains, having lived in the Middle East over 20 years. He said, that's haram. When you bury a Muslim, you bury them in the ground and their head faces Mecca. There is no way that they would ever, as a Muslim, and John Brennan, being director of the CIA, would know that because he's Muslim himself. He would know not to ask them to drop it off over the mountains. So the Navy, the SEAL Team 6 knew what was going on, and I'm sure they knew they were in big trouble. And obviously they were all slaughtered and all left to die by this not this administration, by Obama administration. And what happened, like you said, Iran on audio tapes, it's going to come out, of making deals with the Obama administration and Joe Biden's administration, saying, if you do not send us $152 billion, we will release this information and you will not get reelected. So what did Obama do? You mentioned that money, but I also heard Perot say there was $2 billion that was also earmarked. So I don't mean to interrupt you, but please continue. No, that's exactly what I was going to get to. Exactly. So there was $2 billion in cash that was sent from America to Iran. That $2 billion on audio is recorded. I haven't heard it, but I know we have it. Is that the administration said that $2 billion cash is going to go back to the Americans, back to the politicians, in order to keep their mouth shut. So they sent, $150 billion, but $2 billion in cash, so it can come back and take care of the people who are keeping this massive treasonous secret.
So $2 billion gets redirected of that $153 billion, gets redirected back to the United States. I can only assume that some of the people on that phone call were recipients of that dirty money, perhaps that congressman, perhaps John Brennan, Hillary Clinton. What are your thoughts?
That's right. And actually, there's also a lot of documents that points Clinton Foundation with terrorism in the Middle East, and also McCain's foundation also implicated. This is explosive. And once the congressman is going to go through this evidence, there's a plethora of it. Once he realizes that this is legitimate, that this intel is coming from a source who is credible. Not only that, Gary, but there are other operatives who have confirmed this information, specifically to Charles Woods, which I'm sure the congressman will speak to as well. So the implications of this is treason. Hang them. I'm sorry, I'm a Christian, but you are treasonous traitor. Gallows, hang on the own gallows that you have set for us, our Americans. This is you in America. We protect our military men. We protect them. We don't let them die. We don't call off search and rescues. We don't call off CCO missions to rescue them out of Benghazi. This is absolutely disgusting. And I have a feeling that the mainstream media is not going to want to cover this, but they're going to have no choice because this information is already viral. That's why we released it last night. It went viral. The American people want to know what's going on, what has happened under our noses, how much were we lied to. We want to know the truth. It's time to know the truth. And Hillary Clinton and the Obama administration have known that there is a chance that this will come out. There is a hot chance this will come out. And that is why they never wanted President Trump to win. He wasn't supposed to win, according to them. They were trying to steal it from him. That's why they're trying to impeach him. That's why they're doing anything, even crashing an economy with a pandemic, COVID, to make sure that he doesn't get reelected. He will get reelected in Jesus' name. And when these documents do come out, when the congressman asks to hold hearings, subpoenas will come out. I'm ready. I don't know if you got your popcorn ready, Gary, but I got my popcorn ready for justice in this country. This 2020 has been crazy, but hopefully it's full of justice.
And I want to look at your Twitter here. You say a member of Congress received a majority of the documents last night. You also said a well-respected general that you all know and love said everything that came out is spot on. So you have a high-ranking general who's confirmed all of this already.
Yes, this high-ranking general confirmed it with Charles Woods. He spoke to Charles Woods this morning and said everything that you have released is spot on. This general is going to be named, I'm not going to mention his name, but a lot of people know who he is. He's very well loved. So spot on. Hopefully this is the October surprise people have been rumoring about for years, but this is it, Gary. This is it. And that's why I want to ask everyone that's watching right now to share this information with anyone that you can, your liberal friends, your lefty friends. Let them have a moment to break this down in their minds before it explodes on them on national television. And I hope it does. I don't see how they can get away from this, Gary. There's, first of all, I have to say, with the amount of audios that I have heard, they can't have any excuses. There is no justification for what was caught on audio, pictures, documents that John Brennan signed. There's too much information for them to deny that this happened, way too much. So I don't think it's a surprise that Kamala Harris pushed, getting rid of nooses and for treason after the Justice Smollett case. I don't think it's a coincidence that all happened. We're about to have the most insane revelation of American history treason, the biggest that we've ever experienced in this country.
Now, what do we know about the whistleblower himself and how he got the information, his role in it all? I understand that he was actually a falconer. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, how cool is this, Gary? He was a falcon trainer. I mean, who does that? He's a falcon trainer. I can't tell you much about him, but I will say this. He has been working in the Middle East for over 20 years, has very high-level connections in the Middle East. And as you could tell by watching his video, he looks like a wizard. But, he has to blend in. So he's very credible. The Obama administration know very, very well who he is. They're very familiar with him. Now, these recordings were literally recorded by Alan. Some of them were not, but most of them were phone calls, conversations, documents that he was privy to because he was working in the Middle East, and he has a lot of this information for a long time. But I will say the phone calls that I have heard, the majority of them are Alan on the phone with these congressmen and very high intelligence agencies.
So some more background. Anna, Perot said that a double agent provided DNA to a CIA station chief that it was bin Laden in Abbottabad, and then they sent in SEAL Team 6, and they only told Obama about SEAL Team 6, the kill mission, after it was over, and then the radar was put back up so that they could not go back. It was a one-way trip, he said, and he says, we have witnesses who say that Hillary and Panetta were threatening Obama that if he didn't go along with the kill mission, that they would go to the press and he would not survive politically. That is when they pulled him off the golf course after it was over. The architects that he states, the whistleblower states, were Hillary Clinton, John Brennan, and Leon Panetta. SEAL Team 6 killed Osama's double, or a decoy, based on one of the wives who screamed that is why they didn't save the body. They threw the body parts over the mountains, and John Brennan told everybody to lie. So
that's right.
This is huge.
It is. It's insane. And I want to have one little correction there about when Obama found out. From what I have heard, what they have told me, and what is in the interview as well, Alan said that well, actually, this is in the interview. They told me privately that this is Obama found out when it was too late for him to say no. The SEAL Team 6 were already on their way when Obama found out, and Clinton wanted this raid done, and apparently they had a feeling that Obama was going to say no to it for some reason, and there's some kind of blackmail there. I don't know if that's going to come out, but they sent these guys out from the Department of State, sent him out, and they told Obama later, while it was already too late to say no, and everything else he said was correct.
So Obama was briefed after the mission had already begun. But what's really bizarre is that Hillary called this mission. She's the one who was the architect of this mission with Brennan. And then, but last minute, the Iranians double-crossed and they pulled Osama out, which then created a massive problem for them, because now you have SEAL Team 6. Everyone's celebrating, like I said before, in front of the White House that Osama bin Laden's been killed. And now the Iranians go, guess what? Pay up. Pay up. I mean, who knows, like, to the extent of the architecture of this entire operation, maybe that was the plan all along so that they could get billions of dollars funneled back into the United States. I don't know. I'm just drawing out these different conclusions that could potentially be on the mark.
It's a good question. I don't know if they wanted to if they necessarily didn't want Osama to be there, but he was being heavily protected for a long time. We knew where he was. The point is that Obama used him as a trophy kill to get reelected, and they were sitting on intelligence. They could have grabbed him anytime they wanted. I don't think it's a coincidence. I don't know that he's not there and that he wasn't there when they got there. So it's a good question. I don't know if we're ever going to find out that information, but it will leave it to the American people to decide what really happened.
I'm going to pull up your Twitter account again here, and you said you've got thousands and thousands of people. Oh, you also were a contestant on Survivor. I remember that. That's a really unique story there. So I want people to make sure they go to your YouTube channel as well to get this entire. I mean, I started watching this, as you can see on the screen here. This is the Benghazi betrayal, Charles Woods and Nick No at Amfest USA. Now, this is the article I find to be very interesting. CBS News, 60 Minutes, spiked story on Osama bin Laden in Iran. The White House feared the story could have negative impact for the Obama re-election. So this was already known. People knew that he was hiding out there and he was being protected.
Sorry, my computer chargers. My computer's about to die. I missed that last question.
Well, I was just bringing up the point here from CBS News, 60 Minutes,
yes.
And this was already known, but now we have a major whistleblower coming forward. I know your computer's about to die, so I don't want to lose you. But Anna, thank you for taking the time to come on with me today and to break this news. We're going to continue to follow this story. Any final thoughts before your computer dies?
Final thoughts are this. Pray for these people. Pray for Alan Perot. Pray for Pray for Nick No, pray for Charles Woods, pray for these men, and pray for our congressman that has these documents. Pray for the media to release it. Pray for this to go absolutely viral. It is already viral, and we don't even have all the documents out yet publicly. It will be slow drops. We will see little by little what has happened. And I'm telling you, it's going to explode everyone's mind, especially, I should say, including the Democrats. I have a feeling they're going to try to say this is fake news, but they cannot deny the voices they will hear. They cannot deny the documents that are going to come out. Again, they never thought that Trump would have won, and they never thought or thinking that these documents would ever come out. Pray for Alan's safety. He is out there in the Middle East. So again, he's just sorry. He is ready to be transported to a different area. I'll just say that, but just keep him in prayer. Okay.
Anna, thank you so much. We certainly will do that, lift all of them up in prayer so they can be protected. But this is tremendous information, and I cannot wait to hear the actual recordings as they go viral. It's going to be very difficult for the left to dispute these things, for Brennan and Hillary and whoever this congressman is. I'm anxious to find out who exactly this congressman is who was working with Brennan and Hillary. So you can keep that to yourself for now. I'm sure it will be breaking soon. Anna, thank you so much once again.
God bless everyone. God bless America. Justice is coming in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen to that. We'll leave it right
Take
there,
care.
folks. Comment below. Get this viral. Send this all across the web right now. Do your part. And let's hold the criminals who have been destroying this country. Hold them accountable. Remember, I want you guys all to remember this. This is not about Republicans versus Democrats. We're talking about treasonous traitors in our country. When you become a traitor, when you commit treason, it doesn't matter what party you're in. Okay? That has to be very clearly said. So I don't care if you're left or you're right, if you're pro-Trump or you're not, whatever. When you go against this country and you put our servicemen in harm's way for whatever reason, there must be justice. And it must be swift. Thankfully, we now know that this information is in the hands of a high-profile congressman. It's in his hands. We pray he works swiftly to bring this justice that we in this country need to clean out the corruption. That's what this is about. It's about cleaning out the corruption. It's about draining the swamp so that we can have this country in its purest form as our founders intended. We got to cut those tumors out, friends. And this whistleblower drop is the first step. We cover a lot of news here. There's always something, it feels like there's always something breaking. There's something that's always going to be the final nail in the coffin, right? I don't want to oversell this, but from the people I've spoken to, the people who've heard the audio recordings, it's undisputed just how damning this is for Brennan, Hillary, Obama, all of them. So share this video across all your platforms, comment below, and we'll see you at the next report. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi. Thank you for watching that report. As you know, the United States is facing its most viciously fought election in decades, and uncertainty is never great for the economy. And that's why Noble Gold has put together survival packs with carefully selected precious metal coins, gold and silver that can be used instead of cash in an emergency. And they're shipped straight to your door. You heard me right. It's discreet and it's secure, and it's all for your peace of mind. So do me a favor, yourself a favor actually. Call Noble Gold, ask him about the survival packs, ring the number below, and talk to one of the members of their team, 877-646-5347. With these uncertain times, you need to be ready for anything, and these survival packs can certainly provide you some peace of mind. So go ahead again, call my friends at Noble Gold, 877-646-5347, and get that peace of mind. We'll see you at the next report. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi.
You possess the power to impact the global narrative. Please share this report, and to get more videos like this, become a Next News subscriber by clicking the link below. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.